What's up, everybody? We back with another one, man. A lot of great camps went on today, man. What's going on? This light is just killing me. We're going to have Coach Dunbar going to be up on here pretty soon. Shout out to everybody that was holding it down at these camps that went on today. Look at that up there in East Providence. You had the freshman, sophomore passing tournament, 7-on-7. Mikey Washington and Central Knights took that one home. But we're going to have Coach Dunbar up in here pretty soon. Just share the stream. Stanley Dunbar will be up next talking Breakthrough Playoffs tomorrow over there at Conley Stadium. That's definitely going to be lit. Who is it going to come down to? You got Team White, Team Yellow, Team Lime, Slime that really been balling out. They had the favorites. Are we going to see an upset this year at Breakthrough? Let us know. Let's talk about it. Are we going to see an upset? Please consider being a show sponsor. But August 15th, the season starts, man. I think that's going to be exceptional. But I want to thank everyone that helped make this possible. If you're looking to get back on the field faster, Recover Rhode Island on the corner of Knight and Washington. Go over to Instagram right now at Recover Rhode Island. Hit up Mikey Washington. Let him help you get back on the field faster. Big shout out to Rally Point. The only way to stand is together. Go to rallypointmensministries.org. And if you're looking to buy a house up in the Westerly or anywhere in Rhode Island, Mockbright, Coldwell Banker, Coastal Homes, definitely got what you need. And tomorrow you have to get out to that Breakthrough 7-on-7 passing league. That's definitely it's lit. That's definitely what's going on. But today we had some great events going on up there. You had the Rhode Island Lineman Challenge at Coventry High School. That was pretty exciting. Gary Goodhart put on a great event. Bishop Hendricken taking number 1 spot. First place, Bishop Hendricken. Right behind them with 1 point short. Westerly Bulldogs taking second place. Bulldogs showing up. Look at the bling Coach Najee Barrels has. Have a nice little beat right there going until we'll have Coach Dunbar up here. But second place, the Bulldogs got at that Coventry High School Rhode Island Lineman Challenge. Bishop Hendricken taking the top spot. And then the Bulldogs, we had some great camps also at East Providence. Shout out East Providence Townies holding a freshman sophomore camp. Mikey Washington, Central Knights taking that one. And we all got to wish Coach Steve Storr a happy birthday. Coach Steve Storr, definitely a big happy birthday from all of us at Can We Keep It Real podcast. Another legendary coach in Rhode Island football. Can't forget about the legendary ones. Views, information, or opinions expressed on this podcast today are the views of the individuals involved and do not represent the sponsors or the podcast itself. We're not responsible for hurt feelings. August 15th coming fast. How we doing today? Definitely shared the stream while we wait for Coach Dunbar to get up in here. We're going to talk a little bit about Breakthrough 7-on-7 and everything Breakthrough has right now with the passing league. Oh boy, this is how it's looking right now for the playoffs. Look at that trophy. RIIL needs to take notes with this. And then tomorrow, I was going to do it tonight. We're going to have another show. We're going to talk a little bit about some BS that's going on in one of the youth football programs. You know, you want to cry, you don't have coaches, but then when you have some quality coaches, you want to turn them down. But we're going to talk about that and some more that's going on at some youth programs. Yeah, so a big happy birthday goes out to Steve Starr. Steve was actually going to be the Bulldogs coach. There's some minor setbacks, but he did great jobs up there at West. Big Cranston West coach for a long time, doing a lot of great things. I think Steve now might be retired now. But salute to Steve Starr. Happy birthday, Coach. Happy birthday. Coach Dunbar gonna be up next, man. All these great football programs this season. Great things going on. Last week we started off with the UMass Dotman camp. And then this week we followed it right up with some great camps with the Lineman Challenge. Rhode Island Lineman Challenge. About 9 teams showed up. You know, couple who promised that they were going to be there did not show up. But what you think about the first Rhode Island Lineman Challenge that went on today at Coventry High School? And tomorrow, big time, Breakthrough Playoffs Are here. Is it going to be an upset like last year? I think, the 7 knocked off the number 2 seed? Are we going to see an upset this season? This is pretty much how it's laying down. Who do you like to get to that playoff spot? Who do you think green is going to beat purple? I mean, yeah, you already know Team Yellow, Team Lime, Team White are definitely the big favorites. So what's going to happen tomorrow? Is it going to be an upset? Are you going to have one of, the higher seeds like last year? I think, but the 7 knocks off the 2. But we're going to bring Coach Dunbar on. 1 second. I'm going to play a quick little video. Give me a chance to do something, and we'll be right back. Well, you waited for this, and now we come up July 31st. It's already here, the end of the second 7-on-7 passing league. Let me get this picture down. We got Coach Dunbar up in the house. I'm gonna get this picture down 1 second. What's up, Coach? How we doing?
Mikey, my guy, how you doing, brother? How's everything?
Always good to see you. I like the Westerly drip over there. Look at that.
Of course, man. Of course. Bulldogs all day, every day. You know how we get down.
Yeah, I seen you working over there at the lineman camp. First, I just want to say a big shout out to Coach Goodhart for putting that together. Yes, I think we had 9 teams that actually showed up. Yep. Bishop Hendrick ends up taking it. And but right behind them, very close, number 1 point.
Yeah, man. So we actually went in, I guess the tug of war played a bigger role than we had thought, but we went into, like, I guess the tug of war bracket. It was like the tug of war kind of decided the final score, but we went in based off of all 7 of the events that we did. We went in as the number 1 seed. Central was number 2, and I believe Hendricken was number 3. Hendricken dominated in the tug of war, which kind of helped them get us by 1 point. But going into it, we were the number 1 seed after all the different events, which I'm more proud of because they're different events that kind of highlight different skill sets of alignment. The tug of war is more so brute strength, who's stronger, but there's more to being alignment than just being a strong bull type of guy. You got to be able to move. You got to have agility. You got to have endurance. So coming out of all the events, we were the number 1 seed. So that's something that I kind of hang my hat on, of just being versatile. I think our offensive line was very versatile. Those kids came out today. They worked their butts off. They worked their tails off. They competed. Everybody that was there had nothing but positive things to say as far as parents go, other coaches. We're in a real good position right now. We got about 10 or 11 guys that could actually go out there on a Friday night and get some reps for us.
We can't wait. Do you think that the way that Coach Goodhart set up this event, strategy went into it, as far as planning who goes first, who goes?
No, not really. I think everything was based off of time. So all the events were timed, and whoever got the lowest time basically won each event. So out of all the events combined, there were 7 of them. We had the lowest combined times. One of our teams did. So that's why we went into as the number 1 seed. But the tug of war kind of at the end, guys were tired. Guys were gassed, and they did well in it, but they did better, and they took home the trophy.
No, yeah, that was definitely when I was reading everything, and I had Coach Najee Barrow, shout out to him. I had him on the other day, and I was telling him all the events, and he was kind of like, "Wow," yeah, So I'm glad the Bulldogs, and I kind of knew it from watching the New London lineman camp, seeing them run with them 45-pound plates, and I know Coach Najee and yourself keep them guys hungry.
Yes, sir. All of us, man. We had Coach Najee out there. We had Coach Steve Williams. We had Coach Aaron Marone, Coach Usuro. All those guys came out today, and they did a great job of coaching our guys up. We had 2 Westerly teams in it. We had a group of younger kids and some kids that don't have as much experience, and they came out and they represented. They actually had the top time in one of the events. They beat our starters in one of the events. So that kind of goes to show you the type of depth that we have this year on the line.
And I heard the younger kids was challenging the older kids, be like, "We're gonna get you," and
yes, sir. Yep.
And shout out that you went.
Event.
Yeah, definitely. And I can't wait till next season. Maybe we can get some more schools. And you went with two teams.
Yeah. Yep. We entered 2 teams. We have like I said, this year we got a lot of depth, man. We got a lot of kids that can get out there on a Friday night and get us some reps. So we figured, why not enter 2 teams, more work for our kids, another opportunity to compete, represent Westerly football, and both teams did a great job.
Yes, excellent. And also, you got Mikey Washington ends up taking away the passing league freshman, sophomore at East Providence High School. Salute to East Providence. I heard they put on a good event as well over there. So salute to Mikey.
Yeah, that's actually, from what it sounds like, man, salute to Mike for winning it. Central's always going to have a lot of talent. I know they got some young guns. I know a couple of those kids. A couple of them played on my breakthrough team for our 8th grade team that are going to be incoming freshmen at Central. So I know they got a lot of talent coming. So Central football isn't going anywhere. And I wish we could have been a part of that event. We was kind of we didn't really know about it until somewhat like a week or so ago. It was kind of hard to put together a team, get a coach out there and all that. But I think going forward, man, getting the freshmen and sophomores involved, I think is a genius idea by East Providence. Making sure that those younger kids are staying active and doing things, competing during the summertime, man. So that's definitely something in the future that I know we'll be sending out a Westerly team to.
Yeah. Salute to Coach Stringfellow over there and his whole staff at East Providence. I think they're doing a very, very a good job what they have over there. Nice facility.
Yes,
and so now is Mikey, he's having some luck. He wins the championship last year. Like how I set it up.
I don't think it's
Oh
luck, man. I don't
no, it's
think it's
definitely
luck.
not luck. He definitely
Yeah,
he's building a great program.
yeah,
But he wins last season.
yeah.
Last season, and anything can happen. Like I said earlier, you had a 7 knockoff a 2 last year. It got very, very
Oh
competitive. And now you have
man,
this year, anything can happen. You could see a
anything
9
can
seed.
happen. Anything can happen at the Breakthrough League, man. Anything. Like every team, despite the record, all these teams have talent on them, man. Like all these kids at whatever high schools they go to, they're the top players at their high school. It's the league is full of all state players, all league caliber players. You can't sleep on anybody, and all the coaches in the league know that. If you can look at the standings, you can kind of see. Like I think the second place team's record is 9-6, and he's tied with like 3 other teams. Then after that, you got a couple teams that are 8-7. Like usually, you don't see those type of rankings like a second place team with 6 losses, but that just goes to show you how competitive the league is from top to bottom. Any of those teams can beat anyone. I think Charlie's team, the purple team, which I think they might be the 9th seed, they actually beat Mike's team last week, which is the number 1 seed. And Coach Blake's team, Pink, they also handed Mike one of his losses. So I know Mike's going in knowing that anything can happen. It's a single elimination, so if you lose once, you're out. So the margin of error is very small. So you got to go out there. You got to be on your P's and Q's because you could get knocked off by anybody. So I'm interested in seeing what happens tomorrow, man. I think it's going to be a lot of competition. I already talked to my refs. They're ready because I know these coaches are going to be turned up. These players are going to be turned up. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. So if purple can get by green, which is quarterback by Lance Williams, if I'm not mistaken, right? Team
It
Green.
is, but breaking news, my man Lance Williams went on vacation.
Ooh,
Yeah,
oh, that just
it
kind of changed things around a little bit.
did.
But we'll see. They
Lance,
also Team Green also got another kid on there. Is it a Cranston West kid? That's their
yep,
quarterback also.
yep. The kid that was a freshman, he started as a freshman, I think, late in the season for Cranston West. He actually helped them win their Thanksgiving Day game. Kellen Cornell, he's going to be a really good quarterback. He's going to be a sophomore this year. He's still young, but super athletic. He's getting better and better, coached by Coach Rich Atchison at Cranston West. So he's going to be a kid that you're going to hear his name going
He's
on.
got
He's
a
still a little
brother,
young,
doesn't he?
but
Doesn't
I'm
he got
not
a
sure.
brother?
I'm not sure.
I thought I seen another kid with that name inside the Breakthrough League. So purple, if they get by green, then they get that Mike Washington gets that rematch with Coach B-Ball, and
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be an exciting game if purple can get to that point for game
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, that all these games are gonna be exciting, man, because like I said, there's talent on every side. The game that I'm most interested in watching early on is the Lime team versus the Orange team. The Lime team I think is the 4th seed, Orange is the 5th seed. Both teams, like if I start naming names, man, like these teams are loaded. You got Moses Muse on the Lime team, Ethan McCann Carter, Nazea Shelton from Moses Brown, Avani Rodriguez, quarterback at Bishop Hendricken. Just so much talent, man. The list goes on, and you got the Orange team. They got James L. Lassiter. They got Justin Denson. They got a cornerback out of Boston who has like 3 or 4 Division I offers. Max Tucker. He goes to Catholic Memorial. Jaden Falcone at the quarterback. Is just the list. The list is crazy. Both these teams got college kids that are going to go on and play college at Division I schools. So it's going to be really fun to watch. I think that game's going to be really competitive.
And like you said, even Team Orange, coached by Coach Cordelessa, shout out to him with Jaden Falcone,
Yep.
Ethan Parent coming out of Cranston West. So many great
Yes,
kids.
sir.
Justin Denson, like you
Yep.
mentioned, Nate Rivers, Mickey Barlow from Cranston West. So many great players on
Yep.
that team. And Team Lime has been hot all year,
Mm-hmm.
right along with Team Yellow.
Yep.
And Team Baby Blue also. The other
Yep.
game that's
Baby Blues deep, man. They coached by my guy Matt Degnan, who's gonna be the quarterback coach at Pilgrim with Blake. He was coaching at North Kingstown prior to that, but they got Eddie Bueller. They got Chris Bishop. They got a lot of receivers, a lot of NK kids. That team is very NK heavy. They also got a Westerly boy on that team, Luke Nelson, who's going to be doing some big things for us this fall. So the baby blue team is very explosive offensively. I think they had the highest scoring offense throughout the
Yes,
regular
I
season. They
think
scored the
you're
most
right.
points.
I think
So
you're
they're
right.
very explosive on offense. Oscar Ware, who's a running back at Bishop Hendricken. These teams are loaded, man. All these teams got a bunch of talent on it. But at
Khalid
the end of the
Jones
day,
coming out of Narragansett, I think's on baby
yeah,
blue.
at the end of the day, man, you got to show up and bring it because if you sleep on anybody, you're gonna be going home early for sure, as we saw last year.
Yeah, well, Mike said that a few weeks ago that going against. I think he was talking about when Team Red almost beat him. He said anything can happen in
Anything,
this league, and it's not like
anything, and honestly, one of those teams are gonna get hot. Like one of those teams that nobody's really thinking about much. They're gonna get hot tomorrow. Like that's how it works. You win a big game, or you win one game and you get hot. You win another one, you start rolling. You become a. It's playoffs now. Like you become is win or go home. Kids have a different mentality when everything's on the line. So it's gonna be interesting. The pressure's on, and that's another thing. Like not everybody performs when that pressure's on. You know what I mean? Like that was a regular season. We was playing for seeding, but the games didn't mean as much. But now it's win or go home. So
that's
we
it,
really get to
man.
see what these coaches are made of, and we really get to see what these kids are made of. We know that it's still a development league. Obviously, they're still learning and growing, so they don't got it all figured out. But yeah, this playoffs is a different story. It's a different
And,
story.
and coach, we got to give the 508-617 their respect. Team White,
Yes,
NOS
sir.
Elite.
Yes,
They
sir.
they
They're
stayed up
dangerous.
there.
They're dangerous. That's my NOS Elite, coached by my boy Marquis Silva, out of the New Bedford area, Fall River area, out in Mass. They're dangerous, man. NOS Elite, I think they started maybe a couple years ago. We've seen them in the Legacy League this past winter, and they've just continuously gotten better and better. Coach Marquise is one of the most passionate coaches in the league. If you come on a Sunday, you're going to hear Coach Marquise yelling, and he's fiery. He's getting after his guys, but his team this year is talented. They got some playmakers. One of his kids, Jay Hall Jr., he's going to be a senior. I forgot what school he's going to, but he actually just committed to Villanova University. So they have Division I talent on their roster as well. Um, and NOS Elite is going to be a tough out for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if they're playing at 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Now, coach, you're finishing up your second season. What
Mm-hmm.
what highlights do you think back on this season?
The highlights of the season, man, is really just the growth of the league, the support that I get from my coaches, the support that I get from everybody that's helping me out, seeing the impact that Breakthrough is having on kids and on families and the opportunities that it's giving people to travel, to get exposure. That's the whole purpose of what we're doing here, man, is we're about helping kids. And I know we don't get that much slack. I'm not going to come here and say that everybody hates Breakthrough or we're the villains, but we do get some slack. But the thing that I'm very proud of is that I don't necessarily hear that coming from the people that we're serving. I don't have a bunch of angry parents emailing me that I'm ripping them off. I don't have a bunch of kids saying that Breakthrough isn't what they thought it was. For the most part, all the kids and the families that are involved with Breakthrough, they love it, and they see the value in it. And that's all we're trying to do is just help kids and help parents be a bridge for parents and coaches, because at the end of the day the goal for us is to help these young men get to college, and help them develop. So that's what we're all about, and to see kids benefiting from it, see kids getting better, it's that's what I'm most proud of.
We see that nice ass trophy. Excuse my language. Um,
Yeah.
that is a beautiful trophy. What else are you adding any other trophies to the event this
Yeah,
season?
so we got a bunch of trophies, man. One thing that we try to do is we try to do everything first class at Breakthrough. We understand that it's not free, so people are paying money to be a part of it, and the reason behind it is because we want to do things at a certain level. We don't want to be like every other passing league where you just go and it's a passing league. You wear t-shirts and that's it. We try to do everything first class. So as you said, the championship trophy is off the chain, man. It's huge. We have a Coach of the Year plaque that will be given out to the coach that won Coach of the Year. It's a plaque with the Breakthrough logo on it. We also have given out trophies for every team. Going to have an offensive and defensive MVP that was voted by the coach. So each kid on each individual team, offensive and defensive MVP. And then the last trophies that will be given out is we have something we call All Breakthrough League. I guess it's kind of like an all-state or all-league team that we kind of select 32 kids. We have 150 kids in the league, so we choose the top 32, offensive and defensive, 16 on each side of the ball, and we have an all breakthrough team. So we'll be giving out those awards as well. And every
Absolutely.
kid that wins the championship, they all each get individual medals. So that like there's championship medals for each kid that's on the championship team. And also we have a league MVP, offensive league MVP, a defensive league MVP. They're gonna be getting some sweet merch. We got some nice
Ooh.
backpacks from them.
Nike, I
For
seen them.
yep. The Nike Elite backpacks. And did you see the picture of me wearing that gold chain?
Yeah,
The big
yeah,
one?
yeah.
So the league MVPs, they get those, each one of them get the gold chain, and then they get the Nike Elite backpacks.
You're doing great with the trophies. You know, other leagues might have to start taking a page out of that breakthrough book. They might have to step it up because I went into Coach Washington's office and I actually seen the trophy sitting up on the file cabinet, you know,
Yeah.
along with his other trophies. Salute to him. Salute to
Yep.
everybody at Breakthrough. Get down there tomorrow at Conley Stadium.
Yes, sir.
What's next for Breakthrough? Can we get any breaking news for next season?
So man, really next travel season. So we're gonna be like we did this past year. We're gonna start with our travel team. Tryouts are gonna be in December. I don't have a set date yet for tryouts, but I'll once I know the exact date, I'll obviously post that on all social media platforms. But we're gonna be adding a 12U team to Breakthrough Elite. So we want to be able to serve the younger kids, and we understand that development, it's all about development. So the earlier we can get them, the sooner we can help them to grow and to develop as athletes and as young men. So we're going to have a 12U team. I'm actually contemplating coaching that 12U team, man, because I think that's such a vital age with the kids. Teaching them the right way to play the game, teaching them the right way to run routes, throw the ball, catch, play defense. If I can teach those kids at 12 years old the right way to do things, by the time they're 14, 15, they're going to be so much further ahead. So we want to start reaching these kids at an earlier age.
And then right after Breakthrough, you already said it's time for your high school coaching
Yes,
job
sir.
to take over Westerly
You
Bulldogs.
see what
Salute
I'm
to
wearing,
them.
man. You see what I'm wearing
Yes,
right now. That's
yes,
where my mind is
yes.
at right now. So it's the
Already
last day of Breakthrough tomorrow. And after this, man, my mind is no more Breakthrough for me until December, till
till
after the football
December,
season.
man.
So I'm fully focused on Westerly Bulldogs. That's where my mind is at. We got a great team coming back. We're going to be competitive. And our goal is, we're competing for a championship. We've been close at Westerly for the past, I would say since 2018,
Mm,
2017, 2018. Before I
yeah.
got there, Westerly was in the playoffs competing for a championship, but we haven't been able to get over that hump. So that's our goal. That's the goal of the kids first and foremost. My coaching staff. We want to win a championship, so we're not going to be shy about that. That's what we're playing for. We're not playing for second place this year. Um, Obviously, the chips will fall where they may, but that's our goal, and that's what we're working towards.
And they love seeing you throw the ball at Salagary Stadium. You know,
Yes, sir.
oh, that place gets so excited. And I would recommend everybody get out to Salagary for a football game. You know, you have to
Mm-hmm.
experience that. I would
Yep.
recommend mid-season, like when the Central game. I think
Yep. Yep.
everyone
Yep.
has to get to that game. That is
That's
going to
gonna be
be
a
a
good
lit
one.
game. Yes, yes. Well,
Yep.
Coach Dunbar, man, I know you got a lot to do
Yep.
tomorrow. Conley Stadium. Everyone,
And
get down there.
Mikey, before I close, man, I just want to send my condolences. There were a couple kids that passed away yesterday, actually, that were involved with the Mount Pleasant football team a couple of years ago. My little cousin, Terrell Nyanto, was actually in the situation. He actually survived and he's doing well. He's in the hospital, but there were two other former Mount Pleasant football players that passed away. They graduated in 2020, so they were seniors the 2019 season. Josh Richards, who I know, and I think the other kid's name is Ty. I just want to pay my respects to those kids in that community and everybody that's affected by that loss.
Josh Richards, for real?
Yeah, just want to send my prayers and my condolences to the families, to the coaching staffs, Coach Q, Jay Addison, everybody that's involved with Mount Pleasant, those players. We're praying for you. I'm praying for you guys. And if there's anything that we can do, as a community, Westerly Breakthrough, if there's anything that you guys need, please reach out. But you guys are definitely in our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, that's a fact. I actually know the Richards kid. I watched him grow up, Yes, definitely hearts and prayers, and that goes for me too if they need my platform for anything. But
Yeah.
tough to end on a tough note. But Coach Dunbar, thank you very much. Good luck tomorrow to all the teams. We're gonna see who comes away with that trophy, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, Mikey. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Coach Stanley Dunbar over there at Breakthrough Elite, doing good things. I'll talk to you later, Coach. Kind of some bad news to end the show. Rest in peace to all of them families, Coach Addison, Coach Clayway, that whole staff over there. Yeah, that's tough anytime the football community or anytime I know the little Richards kid, I think I know his mom, Terry, I want to say her name is, but wow. That's all I could say, man. Wow, that's unfortunate news. Thank you, Coach Dunbar. Salute to East Providence for putting this together. Wesley's gonna be involved in it next season. He said Mike Washington winning it. Wow, that's crazy. That's sad news up at Mount Pleasant, man. Bishop Hendricken wins the Rhode Island Lineman Challenge. Westerly, they go into the tug of war being the number 1 seed, but they weren't really expecting the tug of war challenge from what Coach Dunbar said. But it was definitely a great, great event. And everybody tomorrow, get out there. And can we wish Coach Steve Storr happy birthday, legendary Rhode Island coach. If you don't know, you better ask someone. This guy took his team and just bowled right through Division I all the way to a state championship. And again, our hearts and prayers go out to the families, the friends of Mount Pleasant High School football program and the loss of the football players that they have lost. That's such a sad situation. But get out there tomorrow. Breakthrough. You already know where it's at. You already know it's your boy. And if you want to sponsor the show, help us out. Look out for your boy.
ready, it's coming. You hunting or you running? Get ready, get ready, get ready, ready. It's coming.
I drop you off, you never see your father. Saw 48 hours of the week. It's not enough for us to speak. It's not enough for me to teach. I wanna hug you, you're out of reach. You're so far away, I just want you here with me. Just know this wasn't up to me. Driving from your mama crib, I find it hard to breathe. Hard to tell you what I mean, but I never wanna leave. There's things I must protect you from. I only can 2 days out the week. I only feel like a man on them 2 days out the week. Rest of the time, I'm on my grind. Sometimes I forget to eat, but I'm hungry, baby daddy, eat the street. I'd live in the hole if it meant you